My name is sethkbani, and today I'm going to show you how to design this.
Alright guys, so let's step into Photoshop. Let's start with today's tutorial. Click on create new and then type 2000 here and then 2000 here as well. Change here to pixels, 72 pixels per inch, RGB 8-bit. Let's call it club flyer and then click on create. Now let's go to view and then let's bring this new guide layout and then let's set here to 4. Let's click here, let's set here to 4, 0 each. All right, 0 each here, and I think this is good. Anyway, let's set here to 1, 0.1, copy it and paste it on all the boxes there and click on OK. I want us to go back and let's start with our flyer. Let's drag the model in there, and then you want to pull the hair somewhere here, then drag it all the way here like this, something like that. Drag it like that. I think this is quite good. And then over here I want you to go to the adjustments. Let's pick our solid color and then let's pick black color and then OK. Now over here I want us to give it a mask. Click on your brush, make sure caps lock is off, and then let's go here. Let's choose soft round brush. You want to make sure let's see, yeah, size coming. Also let's change here to color black as well, and then around here let's mask it. Now we have this, we also want to double click here and then let's make it more interesting. And so we want to go to inner, where is it, inner glow. That's it, inner glow. Now we have inner glow. I want us to set here to soft light, and then opacity over here, let's set it to 43 for the meantime. Then the color here, let's choose 4203228, and then let's click on OK. You also want to make sure here is softer, the choke is 0, and then the size over here, let's also make sure it is 101. Nice. And then let's also make sure the the contour is like this. The range, let's set it to 50, and then the jitter to 0, and then let's see. Now it's not really showing well, and so what we are going to do is that the opacity, let's raise it all the way up to around 90, and then let's see. I think this is great so far, and so let's click on OK. But then when you're designing a party or a club flyer, you need to make sure that it is very saturated, and so that's what you're going to do with it. Let's go to color balance and then let's clip it to it. Now over here let's type the red here to 63, and then over here at the magenta let's type -39, and then over here let's type 35. Okay, nice. Now it's beginning to come out nicely. Let's also click over here and let's pick levels. Now I want you to clip it to it as well, so click on the clip over here, and then over here I want us to set it to 57. Nice. And then over here let's click on 0.85. okay, and then over here let's leave it at 225, and so now it's beginning to look great and I like it so far. So now let's also put it in a group. All right, and let's call it model, because that is what it is. Let's zoom in a little bit. We need to also make sure some flowers are over here, and this is what I found online. So but guys, remember, I'm going to leave everything in the description for you. Guys, so you need not to really worry. Let's drag it down like that, duplicate it, Ctrl J, and then let's flip it horizontal. Let's drag it somewhere here. All right, so something like that. Enter here, something like that. Enter. I think this is also great. Let's put it in a group. Let's call it 1. Now I want us to also blend it in nicely so that it blends with the image and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to give it hue and saturation, and I'm going to clip it to it. I'm also going to click on colorize. This time I can play with the colors here, and then over here at the hue I am going to click on 3 2 4, enter. Sweet. The saturation I am going to select 46. Let's leave here at 0. Okay, and then let's click over here, make the opacity 70%. Now let's select all of it, let's put it in a group, and then let's call it flowers. Awesome. I still feel like we can reduce the opacity a little bit, and then let's give it a general curve. We're not going to clip this curve this time. Let's drag this side somewhere around here. Sweet. Let's go back here, let's increase it to 100% so we can see it in there a little bit. Let's bring it down. Alright, so now we still see it in there. I think this is great. Yeah, I think this is great. So now the curve is over here, we are done with it. We also want to start with this. I want you to drag it like that on both sides. Sweet. Double click it, and then let's choose white for now. And then I also want you to rotate it until you have it in the center or something like that. You can see it over here. You want it to be in the center of it. Sweet. Now I want you to click over here, make sure the fill is off. Go here to the stroke and then click over here. We want to give it this color, AC0063, enter. Now I also want you to click over here, let's choose let's type 288, enter. Nice. Now let's see this one. This looks quite great, but then let's increase it like that and then drag it here. Awesome. Maybe perhaps drag it in there like that as well, and then drag it there like that. Okay, now duplicate it, and then with this one I also want you to Control T it, and then let's try and bring it in as well. Now I want you to click on your ellipse tool or the rectangular tool, go over here, and then let's select a different color here. We are going to use 3F0328. Okay, and then give it okay. Now with this one we are going to let's see over here at the size over here, let's set it to 140. Nice, it looks good. Control T, and then let's resize it again. Awesome. Nice. I think this is great. Now let's duplicate the one underneath and let's drag it up, and then with that one let's increase it like that. Awesome. Now over here I want us to reduce it to 180. Sweet. Nice. Now this is great. So I want us to put everything in a group, and then let's Control T, and then let's do what we do best, like that. Let's increase it more, like that. So I think this is great. Now remember, you can continue to play with it if you like to. You can continue to play with it. This particular one, let's make it 170. Nice. And then perhaps let's drag it down a little bit, spheres, and then over here let's reduce it to, let's say, 85%. Let's double click this one. Nice. And then let's go here to inner shadow, and then let's play around with it. Let's set here to multiply. Let's select black over here, and then over here let's select 67, and then the angle, let's use 94, And then also over here, let's select the number over here. Let's type 31, and then the choke over here we're setting to 0, and then the size over here, let's select 54, and let's click on OK. Now let's click on you. Let's go back here. Let's set here to 240. Nice. Now let's drag it underneath it, and let's see. Bring it down a little bit. I want us to go back to the inner shadow, and then let's boost the inner shadow up, boost the opacity up, and then if possible Ctrl T. Let's see. I still feel like we can give the shadow more. Make sure this is off. Let's boost this one here. Alright, so now boost the size to 133, and then leave it like that. Now we can move on to the text, and so let's bring our Ctrl H to bring our lines. Let's click on our text tool, and let's type over here. Now let's go here and pick Saturday, and then let's paste Saturday there. Now click on your character, and then let's go and then look for autograph. Alright, so autograph is selected, and then let's also make sure the size over here is 193. Enter. Nice. And then let's also make sure the tracking over here is -20, and then over here is 132, and then over here is 130. Great. And then let's also make sure everything is caps. Let's see. No, it shouldn't be caps. It shouldn't be caps. Okay, now let's click over here, and let's click over here as well. But we can't see it clearly. So what we are going to do is let's click over here. Let's give it a definite color, 1AF9D7, and then you click on OK. So now we can see it. It looks good now. I want you to double click it. Let's give it some drop shadows as well, and then let's go to the multiply here, set it to black as well. And then over here, the angle over here, I want you to set it to, let's say, somewhere around 21 is great. But then the color, I think let's change the color a little bit. Let's change it to 31011D. Okay. Alright. Now the distance over here, let's set it to 24. Awesome. The spread over here, let's set it to 24. And then the size over here, let's set it to 46. Great. Now the opacity, let's set it to 72. Great. And then I think that is all. Let's click on OK. Now let's type over here as well, and then let's go and bring night out. Now let's paste it there. Click here. We are going to use Montserrat. Let's go over here and let's use Montserrat black. Now you also want to make sure it is middle aligned. In fact, let's make sure Saturday is also middle aligned. Now over here, let's click on it and let's click on that. Nice. I think it is too big. Let's click here, make sure this is off. Sweet. Now it looks good. The size over here is 193. It's not bad. And then over here, let's use -50. And then also make sure here's 132, here's 130, and then that is pretty much it. Okay. Always keep it middle aligned. If possible, send it up a little bit, and then drag Saturday on top of it. Okay. Now let's put it in a group, and let's call it night out. Which one is this? This one is the bars. Great. and then let's open it. This Saturday, we are still not yet done with it. I still feel like we could give it some bevel and emboss just to make it a little different. And so let's choose inner bevel, and then also let's make sure it is smooth over here. The depth, let's use 615, and then let's make sure up is also selected. Now let's also check and make sure here is that's the size over here is 21, and then the soften over here is 0. The angle, let's set the angle to 94. Click over here, let's choose this. Let's see, you can see the effect over here too. And then let's see, it looks quite good. So let's click over here, and then let's choose F13 FA6, and let's give it screen. Let's set the size over here of the opacity to 34, and then let's come to multiply here. Click over here, let's choose 4604229. Click on OK. And the opacity over here, let's set it to 51. Now you also want to type somewhere here, and then go to your text, pick it, and then just paste it there. And then let's open our character. We are going to use Montserrat for it. Great. And then we are also going to make sure it is regular here. And then the font size, let's make it much smaller. Let's use 54 or some. And then the tracking here -20, and then 132, 130. This off here, caps. And then let's click here, let's set it to color white, and then let's make sure it is middle aligned. Now I don't know, but I feel like the night out should be in capital letters. Let's open it. Night out. Let's see. Now the reason why I want to make it capital letters is because this is already in small letters. And the small letters and capital letters really blends well. They really work well together. And so that's what I want to do. Let's bring it together like that. And then that is great. And then this one, let's make it centered as well. Drag it up a little bit, not too much. And then let's drag it inside of it and close it. So we are done with that particular text. Now what we want to do is bring in a few of the additional details and information. So you would like to click over here and then type the information that you would like to type. Okay, and then go to your text or your character. We are going to use Montserrat throughout a lot, and so you don't really need to bother about it, because I'm going to leave all the fonts and then all the images in the description for you to try your hands on. Okay, so let's use Montserrat over here. Come over here, let's use extra bold, and then the size over here, let's use 44. Great. And then let's not play with the leading, but then the tracking, I want you to set -20 for the tracking, and then the size over here is 132, here is 130, and then let's give it a different color. Let's give it 1AFAD7, and then click on OK. And so that is it. Also go here, make sure this left aligned is also selected. It's really going to make your work much easier. Duplicate it and then drag it down a little bit. Okay, now I want you to go and pick the details that I'm going to leave for you, and then just paste it there. Alright, so let's go back to character, let's go to paragraph, let's go here. I want you to use this one rather. Okay, now go to character. We don't want it to be extra bold. If they are all the same, it's not going to be nice. So let's play around with the weight or the style. We are going to use medium for it, and then we are still going to use the same size. We are still going to use the same tracking. Everything is going to be like this, but click over here, set it to color white, duplicate it, and then bring it down a little bit more, and then pick the rest of the detail and then paste it there. Okay, now duplicate it again and then drag it down, and then pick the rest of the detail and then paste it there. Okay, so guys, if you have any questions and any challenge, please type at the description, and then I'll get back to it and help you design it the way you want to. And then pick your rectangular tool and then just draw a very thin bar over here and then drag it there. Okay, now also click on you and then go here, make sure it's also color white, hide your lines, and then make sure it's in the middle of all the text, and then also group them as well. Let's call it DJ. Okay, duplicate it and then drag it here. I think I made a mistake. Let's close it. Okay, so let's click here, let's drag it here. All right, the problem is coming from here. Always make sure auto select is off, that way you'll not have the challenge I'm having right now. And then let's call it artist. Select DJ here, click here, select this one, click here, select this one, click here, select this one, click here. All right, pick the DJ and then drag it somewhere here. All right, and then let's go here and then let's pick the artist and then just paste it there. All right, so you're going to have it something like this. Draw this one a little bit back. Nice. And then pick the name of the venue. If the venue has a logo, use it. It's going to really make your work easier. Okay, so you can put it over here and then let's drag it outside of it. And so I would like to bring artist closer to it a little bit. Also like to bring DJ closer to it a little bit. Awesome. And then select all the three of them and make sure they are also in the middle of the whole canvas. So that is how you do your aligning. Okay, and then let's open night off. Let's bring epic down also a little bit. In fact, let's bring everything down. Let's bring from here all the way to here. Let's bring it down a little bit. Great. And then over here at the bar, I want you to give it a new layer. Pick your brush tool and then I want you to come and select color black over here. Also make sure you are using soft round brush. Make sure caps lock is off. Increase the size a little bit, and then over here just brush it like that. And then I want you to reduce the opacity here to around 50 something to 60 would do. Great. So we are done with that side of the information. The next thing we are going to work on is the date and the time and stuff like that. Let's pick Saturday and paste it there. Drag it up. Okay, now the size over here we are going to use 106. We are also going to set it here to medium, and then we are using Montserrat. Please do not forget the tracking is going to be -20. Everything is going to be in caps over here. And then let's change the color to color white so that we can be able to see it. And then I want you to drag it somewhere here. Okay, now I also want you to click here, make sure this is selected. That way when you duplicate it and then you bring it down, it will be easy for you to edit. So go back here and then select 11. I suppose that's the date of the event. Now with this particular one, I want you to still use Montserrat, but then we are going to use extra bold to make it much more give it much more contrast. Duplicate it again and then bring it down, and then go here and then pick the month and then paste it there. Let's zoom in a little bit, draw it up, select this as well, draw it up. Let's duplicate May again, and then let's drag it down. Hold shift and drag it down. Okay, And then let's pick the last detail for the date and the time. Let's paste it there. Let's click over here and then let's give it a different color. So we are going to give it 1E F A B 7. Okay, let's put everything in a group and then let's call it date and time. And then let's also go here to artist. Let's duplicate artist and then this one, and let's drag it somewhere here. I want you to drag it out of it, put it in a group and call it posted by. Open it and then click here, open here, go to paragraph, middle align. Nice. Now over here I want to come and pick this detail and then paste it there, and then pick this detail. Alright, paste it here, duplicate it, bring it down a little bit. Okay, pick this one, paste it there, and then with this one I want you to drag it somewhere here so that it can be more visible for anybody who wants to see it. And so ladies and gentlemen, this is how you create something like this. Now feel free to comment below if you have any challenge and I'll show you how to go about it. And so if you love this video, please hit the bell icon and then subscribe to this channel as well. I love you all guys. See you in the next tutorial. Peace.